Hey students, this is Mr. Walker. Today I'm going to be showing you how to sign into WeVideo and get started on your project, in this case for government. We're going to click on a new tab in your browser and you'll type in wevideo.com. And when you get here, you'll click login and have a license for WeVideo and it requires that you log in with your Edina Google account. So if you're a high school student on a personal device, make sure that Chrome is set up properly so that you're signed into Chrome, so that the only Google account you have signed in on that browser is your Edina Google. It'll come up like so. And if I'm Marvin, I'm clicking here and it takes me into WeVideo. Now, if your teacher had given you an access code or something for a collaborative project, you might do it here. You can also click on projects here and you can click the plus button to say government project. You can say what the project's about. And the reason it's good to start with a project for this particular one is because you may want to do it collaboratively with other students. And so in that case, you would say collaborative. Um, or it's just going to be something that you do individually. So you can kind of decide which it's going to be. In this case, I'm just going to say personal. I click next, and you can add media that you've created in the past. I'll just click here and start working on creating the video. Now, this is the timeline mode for video editing, and you can also click here if you'd rather switch to do storyboard. And you see it this way, and so as you're dragging your different items in, it would look different. Here I have my media, and you can import media so that if you maybe took images and other things, you can access it. If you save it to Drive from your phone, you can push it in and get it there. You can also record, so you could do a screencast and either do just the webcam if you want to record yourself. You can record just the screen as I'm doing right now, or screen and webcam, depending. So you've got those options. You can add text and backgrounds to your project. And that I'm going to switch back to the timeline view, remove that theme, because you also have the ability to add audio. So I'm going to click here and trash this. But if I have some different audio, I can click and I can listen to it, see what it sounds like. In this case, it's not necessarily going to play for us, but you can listen to it. And if you like it, you can just drag it down into the audio track. And then the way the clips work is I'm going to shrink this a little bit so I can see the whole thing. Is I can click here and drag if I don't need that much audio. Maybe I just need a little bit. And now the other nice thing I can do, if I make it a little bit bigger, is you can click the audio options, and this gives you the option of changing levels. So let's say, for example, if I click right here and then I click down and drag this dot down, I can have it fade in as it starts, and I can click here again so that it would fade out at the end of it. So that's something that you can do. You can also go in and add text. You've got free ones. So if you go to static, for example, you can see just a sample text and bring that in. So maybe you've got an introductory thing with your title. You can click here to edit that title. And you can automatically have it adjust. You can change your font styles. So you can see what that looks like. You can change the size if you want. It'll automatically do that. And you can center it or not, depending, and then save changes when you're done. You can also move this up to the text area, and then you can have a background if you want to. So if I want a background in here, I can move that in, and now that text layers on top of the background and plays through. You can drag the playhead and watch and listen. The other thing you can do is if you decide that you don't need quite so much, you can trim the clip. So let's say I get to a spot where I make a mistake, and I can click here to make one spot, drag the playhead again, and click. And then I can take this and delete it, move this over, resize it, so that if there's a mistake you make in your narration or other things, you can clip it out and then continue on. So those are some basics with WeVideo, and in the videos that follow, you'll see how to get things set up, how to uh, do additional editing, as well as when you're done, finish the project. And in your case, when you finish the project, you can do it in HD. I would suggest saving to Google Drive initially, make it public so that the sharing settings are right, and that's what you can share with your teacher. Ultimately, if it's something that's going to be shared out as part of a contest or something, it might end up on YouTube, but for now, you can do that. You can also, as you export, you can decide how you want it that, and then go ahead and click export. So that's what you'll do when you're all done editing, but we'll get into the other aspects of it as you watch the other videos. Thanks and have a great day.